welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alrighty. Once again, we're just starting a little early to let everybody get logged in. While we wait for people to join the webinar, we're going to have a little more fun. If you joined last time, it was quite humorous. We'll see what we can do this time. Very holiday theme this time. This first one's just going to be a warm-up. We really won't count this for you.
Oh, jeez.
Seen these laying around. Been having a little fun around the office. All right. Let's go ahead and take some turns.
I have a feeling you guys like to make us look like idiots.
I know.
We
I
don't
don't
have
even
to
think I had
work
that
too
feeling.
hard.
Well,
Okay, just throw it on their heads.
Yeah, just go ahead and take turns. Try and not take down the mics.
hey! Hey!
So as everybody gets logged in, we got a full agenda today and a great giveaway. So.
Oh, missed that
I
one.
didn't get any.
Well,
All right. Wow.
That was pretty good.
Let's go ahead
I
and
feel,
throw that off to the side. All right, now we'll get to the real games.
oh, jeez.
So the first one.
Just so you guys know, this is for you.
Yes.
This isn't for these idiots.
This is just entertainment.
Again, we're just having a little fun while everybody gets logged in. We got ice cream bars. We're going to see basically who can finish it faster.
What?
What?
Is this for real?
Yes,
I get
sir.
ice cream for breakfast?
I get ice cream for breakfast
You
again.
just...
Our producer Simon likes to have fun coming up with these games. So
Oh, I can't have nuts.
when you guys are ready,
I'm just kidding.
set and go. All right. Hopefully you enjoy the brain freeze. These are all winter or Christmas themed. So just got 3 games that should take us right to around 10 o'clock, and then we'll get underway.
This is not fair. It's cold on my teeth.
A
power
little
through,
brain
man.
freeze.
I'm glad it's Haagen-Dazs.
Swallow it like a duck.
I can't. It's too cold.
Once again, this will all be available on our YouTube channel after Simon gets it posted, and we will ensure people have a chance to see all of this. Even if they haven't been able to log in. You do need to be present on this webinar to win the prizes, which we'll cover in a little bit.
You're going.
All right, we have our winner. Woo. That's pretty good. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Like Ben said, this is for your entertainment.
Wow.
Just get it away.
We're going to keep rocking and rolling, keep moving. Again, after the games, we'll try and have you out of here in about 30 minutes.
There's Simon.
I went down that third tube. Oh, geez, what's this?
I don't make the games. I just get to pass them along.
Who's that?
These are pantyhose. And
It's even my color.
you have, I believe it is, how many balloons? 6 balloons. You got to blow them up to about the size of Phil's head, not Ben's. That might take a little while. But
And stick them in here.
and then you got to stick them in there and put it on your head.
What?
First one to do that's the winner. All right, ready?
No. Okay.
All right, set, go. So we're always looking for good people at Razor Tracking and Razor Consulting. So if you want to come join this type of fun, just go ahead, come to our website. Watch for some openings.
This is not fun.
The rest of our crew is enjoying it. They're moving right along. If you're just joining, we're just playing a couple games as everybody gets logged into the webinar. We don't
How are you
want
going
to
so
miss
fast?
people.
I got fat fingers.
Well, I wasn't in the coughing fit.
After they're done with these games, we'll get underway. We'll do some product features, and also we'll be doing our giveaway.
Do you get bonuses if you don't make your pantyhose run?
All right. Just to just to make it go a little faster, we're only going to go up to 4 balloons to make sure we get underway on time. We got a barn burner. Just finished third one. Let's go up to 4 balloons.
I don't know. This is How am I supposed to get these in here? They get tighter.
Share this with your coworkers, and then hopefully they'll stick around and watch some of our product features, our 2020 year in review.
It won't go in. How did you do that?
All right. It's a little bit like Cat in the Hat. All right. Even though we already know our winner, the prize for this is a little nitro gummy bear this time. If you got to see Phil eat that last time.
Are you serious?
He's getting your...
I'm dying already. I still have some
gotta warm up
in my throat.
Got to warm up that mouth. All right. I've been informed I got to wear these glasses, blackout glasses, and these guys need to make sounds to help me identify the videos that you're about to see. How many videos are there? We got 4 videos. All right. We'll let Ben go first. I'll take my guesses as I go. After I guess, you're supposed to then start making sounds to do it. All right. Ready?
Okay, here we go. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Winter storm.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I tried that one. If that's not it, Phil, go ahead. The Seven Dwarfs.
No.
Christmas. Downhill skiing.
Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
Snowshoeing.
That's close.
Yeah, we'll give it to him.
Truck. A semi.
Get off my driveway!
Oh my, no idea. Christmas carols. We're gonna have to move on.
We got nothing.
Snowblower.
Oh.
Crackle, 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 crackle.
Waves.
Crackle, 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 crackle.
Is it candy?
No,
Kaboom!
yeah, they go.
Still got nothing. Let's try the next one.
That would be fire.
Fireplace. Oh. Triple D.
I got nothing.
Hockey.
Hockey, especially.
Wow.
Yeah, these are way too hard.
That was tough.
I think you
the
need
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
That's not.
All right. Well, Ben, we're going to get underway. In the meantime, you just go ahead and finish that.
Finish it? Wait, I thought
It's
this was going to be
a
a big
spicy gummy
one.
bear.
What is this business?
All right, running over by a couple minutes. If you're wondering what that was the Razor Rumble. We do that while everybody gets onto the webinar. Keep you entertained. We want to make sure that nobody misses our initial segments. With that, we'll talk about the layout of today's webinar. We're going to be doing a Q&A once again at the end. If you have those, submit those on the bottom of your Zoom meeting. Simon will collect those, and we actually have one that came in last webinar that we wanted to get to.
Oh, geez.
It looked like it started off pretty all right.
Yeah, it's it's hot. I need bread.
Creamer. I used creamer last
While
time.
he recovers, we're also going to do a giveaway as we did last time. Last time we gave away a 50-inch smart TV. That went to Jamie Reed of Valley United. The guys drove up there, delivered it. We had to work it out around the COVID restrictions, but this is a picture of him. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing that with us as well. This time we're going to be giving out 2 Google Home Hub Maxes. Those are about $250. Essentially, it's a tablet on your...
Yeah, I would use it for like calling grandma, FaceTiming, or whatever the Google version of that is. Recipes. I'm a big cooker. Control my thermostat.
How to
Solve burning mouths from hot gummy bears.
Or finding games to play during the Razor Rumble.
I think that was covered in hot oil or something.
Once again, you need to be present to win, so the guys are logging down the names to ensure everybody gets included. We'll draw that right at the end. With that said, let's get into the action. And the very first thing that we're going to be doing is A lot of questions that we get is, as you can see, we have a product lineup. A lot of people are familiar with our software. They don't always know exactly what hardware to work with. We have the resident experts between Ben and Phil. Ben's having a tough time right now.
You're gonna get yours over there, producer.
So we're just going to go through a few different scenarios, and Phil's going to walk us through, what's the best hardware to be utilizing.
Yes. So Phil's philosophy on different phonetic assets. So everybody's different. So what I'd recommend for a specific co-op vehicle asset might be something different for a construction. So we're just going to go through some different picture slides and just say what's my go-to for this, but we can probably make a lot of different ones work for different applications.
All right. Grain vac.
So this is a grain vac. So what I would recommend would be our shoulder tap device. So we kind of alluded this to other webinars. So this one's nice because you can just ping on demand. So sometimes that grain vac sits for a long time, and then when it goes out and you want to go pick it up from Farmer Joe, and I guess it went to neighbor Dan's, you can just use our system and then ping it and find out where it's at to go pick it up.
At that moment, that replies in about 15, 20 minutes. As well as, obviously with the grain vac, you don't need turn by turn. You don't need...
Yeah, and you don't need it so
15 second
regularly either. So, and then we anticipate that to be released here in this first quarter.
Yep. Next one. Trailers,
Just
job trailers.
A job trailer. So what I would do is just our passive tracker. So it's just kind of the self-standing brick. So what this is going to get you is the 2-time check-in per day, every 12 hours. So it's one of those things where it's usually high value, either a job or snowmobiles in this time of year. So you kind of want it to know a daily check-in, and then usually it's a morning and night. So if you need to go pick it up or deliver, you know where it's at. And then the nice thing too, what I really like about this is the lower monthly cost at only $9.95.
Yeah.
And we're having a promotion around that we'll highlight here in a little bit.
So spray planes, like I said, we kind of alluded this in the previous webinar. So spray planes kind of need a specific type that we have to make it removable by the pilot, unless it's installed more by an engineer. So what this one is, if you are familiar with our products, it's kind of our legacy style. But it's got external antennas, so that's why we can put a standard GPS antenna receiver on it, but a high gain cellular antenna on it.
Omnidirectional.
Omnidirectional, so it's a little bit better for how fast those planes go and how they bank. It's really going to help retain that connection, so you don't get any delay in service.
So the actual device is similar. It's just the
Just the antenna
antennas
part.
that we append to that.
Okay, so if you are tracking the AT-AT
play.
in Hoth, what I would recommend for your Rebel fleet is our new hybrid tracker. So in Hoth, it's really sunny. So we do have a solar panel on this, and it's standalone. So what this is going to do is if that AT-AT is not moving, it's going to ping every 12 hours. If it is moving under solar power, it's going to ping every 20 to 30 minutes.
Minutes? Okay,
30
on
minutes.
solar power. Yeah.
But if we can hardwire it, it can act like a active tracker. It's going to ping about every 30 seconds.
Sure.
The other thing too I like about it is it's got a pretty good magnet mount on it, so it's not going to go unless you really yank on it. So it's been on my car for quite a bit, and it hasn't moved at all.
Yeah. So it's really essentially a true hybrid.
I would call it a true,
It's very,
excuse me, true hybrid.
Yeah, very maneuverable.
With the solar power is definitely helping us keep them out in the field. You don't have to worry about the battery life as much.
Exactly. So it's those ones that you kind of rent, and you don't want to hot wire it, just slap and track on it.
Yeah. I would think too you could probably move it from unit to unit as well if you need to.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is kind of like a rental fleet.
So rental fleet, kind of those units that you don't really want a hard install on it and something fairly removable. I do recommend an OBD unit on those, even though the drawback is an employee can yank it and throw it out the window. But with those rental vehicles, especially short term, kind of hot swapping like that, I wouldn't recommend anything bigger than this. And this is just going to be a normal active tracking device.
Yeah, and we have had customers call us and say that their people have thrown them out the window.
But they do have a backup battery, so you can retrieve them out of the ditch. The UTV ATV four-wheeler. So this is kind of our new style active tracker. What I like about this is it is IP67 rated, so it can take the rainstorms, dust, environment, slight submersion, not too much. But it's going to be able to wire into a 2 or 3 wire install, and we can also modify it to even put onto that trailer it's going, so it active track when it's going, and then when it's sitting it just kind of does a very slight heartbeat once in a while.
And this is essentially our Pro Tracker.
Yep.
It'd be the most popular one.
Yeah, it's kind of our default by design.
You could use this on a Bobcat as well.
A Bobcat, even we have a gentleman on the West Coast that has one in his 67 Chevelle.
Now, is it just the 3 wires on this, or can you add
We
for
can,
like a working time?
Yeah, we can add a working time on it. Those UTVs, four-wheelers, put on a scooter. I do recommend just a 2-wire install on those,
Yeah.
just because without the alternator, it can drain batteries if it's parked for a long time.
Sure.
In those scenarios, you'd maybe go with the hybrid where you have the solar.
Exactly. So like I said, there's a lot of wiggle room. We can kind of do different units for different applications. Anhydrous. I would probably go with the passive on this one, just because you could do the shoulder tap, but I would rather have daily heartbeats twice a day on those, especially in other environments where it doesn't get seen a lot and you don't want it stolen.
Well, I know a lot of you guys out there have those anhydrous tanks, and I mean, even some of the smaller places, 50, 60 of them, and they get, you know, draped around the neighborhood, if you will, and
You'll see them sit in the same field for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Somebody might have forgot about them.
yeah. So just saying.
And then the road grader, the maintainer. So we kind of alluded to this too. It would be the Premier Tracker. So the best part of this is those devices or those vehicles have the 9-pin connection. So you just use a different cable. If you had an older machine, you can use the 6-pin. Even if you wanted to put this into a car, you can use this. It's the same device, just a different cable. And that's what this is going to get you, is a lot more engine data on that.
Absolutely. And this is one that we, like you mentioned, we alluded to earlier. This is kind of a fan favorite, a Phil favorite.
Yes.
Because of the ease of install, but it's also allowing us to get engine data, CAN bus data, all of that.
And we can stick the working time as well if you want to do additional IOs.
Yeah.
Yep. And so what we're really excited about this device that we rolled out this year, it's also what we use for our ELDs, E-logs.
Yep, so this is kind of the all-in-one device. So if you want to have a mixed fleet that some are E-log and some are not, these are very good because you don't need a different unit or additional units on that.
One unit to rule them all.
And we, are you going to be okay?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it's
my
coming around.
mouth is still not happy.
You seem less red.
So with those devices, obviously, Phil's expert on that. Ben, Matt, they're really good about, you know, hey, what devices should we use? So you don't necessarily need to know them all. We just want to make sure to highlight a few different ones. But when it really comes down to it, you talk to them, they'll tell you what would be best for your implementation. And if you have any questions on those, if you're an existing customer or considering onboarding, give us a call at
833-GO-RAZOR.
or you can contact us at
At
Ben.Larson.
Ben.Larson at razortracking.com.
Nice. All right. Do we have anything else to share on those devices or the Premier trackers?
No, if you have any questions, just make sure you get them to Simon at the end, and we can
Well,
hopefully address
and this
it to
is
him.
the salesman in me, because I know a lot of guys out there have some of these units in their in their yard, and I will tell you that you don't have to buy them all right now, but you can trickle them in, and once you have your whole fleet covered, you know, it gives you a little bit of peace of mind, and you know what's going on with them at all times, and you're not having anhydrous tanks show up on auctions from a farm down the way. So
Yeah, and we try to use real life examples here.
which
so-
I've seen. So
yeah, and our intent is just to help you out, make you become more efficient, more safe. So if you have questions on those, let us know. And talking about being safe, super excited to announce this that we've been working on during this quarter. This is releasing right around the first of the year. Our first development release of the new year will include our safety scorecard. You do not have to do additional data entry on this. It's going to be made available. It's based on the data that's coming in from your devices. It measures idling, it measures harsh driving, aggressive driving,
Trip distance.
all of that. We've worked on these algorithms for probably half a year now, and the development rolled out this fall. This is launching. You'll be able to grade your whole fleet, as well as individual vehicles, as well as certain areas. You know, are we having trouble with idling? Are we having trouble? And you can set these thresholds.
Yeah. It does come with an out-of-the-box, just preset settings, but you can manipulate that to what's most important to you.
And maybe you want to up that idling time, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
So you still don't want the 2-hour idling, but maybe it's okay to do 15, 20 minutes.
And we will have an option coming out around that same time here in January around actual speeds and speed limits on the safety scorecard.
Yep.
So speeding is going to be included, but obviously you'd have to have the speed limit service. So if you have questions around those, the safety scorecard is going to be available to everyone. We've gotten amazing feedback. We have a few new customers actually coming on board specifically to be utilizing this. And we know a few of our customers that were so generous to help us beta that data are excited. Beta the data are excited to get that rolled out. Anything to add on that?
So the heat has moved from my mouth to my stomach, so I just thought I'd let you know that. It's an update. It's going to be fun later.
Once again, you have questions on the safety scorecard that will be rolling out first thing in January. We have one more release here next week, which you'll see a bunch of upgrades to our existing reporting, and then this will roll out on top of that just 2 weeks later.
Hopefully start 2021 on a better note.
Well, for us, we started okay last year. It just seems to be kind of a pandemic.
It was kind of out of our hands.
Yeah. We did the best we could with the environment provided. You know, talking about that, Simon wants us to do kind of a year in review. What did it look like for us? We got a couple slides just to highlight a few things. We processed over 1 billion pings this year. First time we went over 1 billion. That doesn't mean just, you know, 1 billion pieces of data. Every one of those pings contains, I believe it's 52 different parts of data. So 52 billion pieces of data on over 1 billion payloads. Event alerts are really becoming essential within our system. The driving hours are skyrocketing. All of that's super exciting to see the growth of the fleets. Like Ben mentioned, there's a lot of people that will onboard their first few vehicles after they're seeing the efficiency, after they see how much value it's providing, then they'll expand from there. So it's not all in one. A few other numbers from our 2020 year in review. Around driver behavior, like I said, when we talk about harsh acceleration, that's also harsh cornering or, you know, hitting large bumps and stuff. Harsh brakes is very much just that, you know, the slamming on the brakes. The next, get into what we're doing for you as customers. We do agile development, meaning we release as planned twice a month. So occasionally when we have larger releases or we don't meet a code cutoff, we'll bundle a couple of those together. Just in 2020, we've already had 20 releases out to our products for upgrades, new features, those types of things. We'll do our 21st here next week, and then we have one coming right after the new year. And that's over 1,500 development cards. What that basically means is upgrades, new features, ideas, and so many of these come from customer feedback.
Yes, and please keep them coming.
Yeah, when you look at Razor, on the right-hand side, there's a little smiley face. You can put in ideas there, and they come into a real person, and we do get them on the docket to develop. So.
Yep. And we try and iterate on those quite rapidly as they come in from customers specifically. All right. 2020, as far as our partnering and integrations, we kind of dipped our toes in the water around some alignments and integrating our product with some other partners. And that went super well. We're working with Raven. We're working with a few different integrations, bringing data into our system. And we're, helping other people utilize our telematics data. Coming in the end of the year, we're setting up a bunch of those for next year. So if there's certain software that you might be using, saying, hey, this would be great if it was integrated, or you're a company that thinks, hey, we should be partnering with Razor Tracking, let us know. We're very adamant about our alignment on our software side. And one of those that we did just this year was with Cropzilla and Brian Watkins. They've been a fantastic partner this year. Simon was able to talk with Brian here this week. He wasn't able to attend in person, but there's a quick clip from that conversation.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm Brian Watkins with Cropzilla. I'm also a farmer in Ohio, and Cropzilla, real briefly, is we do cost analysis. We use telemetry data and field boundaries and so forth to do cost analysis on farm equipment in the field, and then also truck fleets on the road, providing cost per hour, cost per mile, cost per acre for all operations on a farm. And we've been working with Razor and are really pleased with that partnership. We've got an API that works great. We get the data directly based on a permission from the customer, of course. We've gotten along really well in terms of onboarding customers using the Razor platform for real-time access. And we're extremely pleased with the consistency and the reliability of the hardware and the data that we're getting from it. So we're very pleased with this partnership, and we're seeing growth in terms of our farm customers, but also some commercial customers that are looking at our cost analysis. So yeah, real happy and real excited about some future continued work that we can do with Razor.
So once again, a big shout out to Brian and the Cropzilla team. Go ahead, give them a look. They have some really great technologies, and we've been able to make that integration partnership work really well for both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, and to reiterate what you were saying too, is we're hot on the trail for new integrations for this 2021. So if you have a tool that you're using, let us know, and maybe we can integrate with them. So.
Yep. And a lot of people are familiar with our Raven and AgSync integrations. We'll try and continue to highlight those on upcoming webinars and post those on our Facebook page. And, whether that's, we have AgVantage and several others that have been really good to work with. So, with that said, I believe there is a promotion. We got about 6 minutes left, and we want to get through the shotgun update, some question and answers. If you have questions, again, submit those to Simon in the next couple minutes on the bottom of the Zoom meeting. But with that said, did you want to highlight what we're going to be doing with these asset trackers?
Yeah, so I know a lot of you guys are, have been interested in the passive tracker, and we are going to be running a special through the end of January. And that is going to be a buy one, get one. So we've already dropped the price, and then it's going to be buy one, get one. So that's an incredible price. We've never done that before.
Specifically not on these devices.
Yeah.
A large barrier to entry on asset tracking has been the hardware cost.
Yep.
People love the $995, but it's the hardware cost. Now we're looking at 170 at a retail, and we're doing buy one, get one on these. So if there's things that you need to be tracking, now would be the time as far as asset tracking. Let's get those in through the end of January.
Yeah, $85 per basically, and then you still get the 6-month suspensions on each device, and like I said, the $995 on the monthly cost on those.
It's like a no-brainer.
You would think.
Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. One other fun thing that we've done throughout this year and kept you abreast of is our Razor shotgun. It's our little fun vehicle that we've been using to get out to some customer sites, get our tech team out to do some troubleshooting or installs, those types of things. With all the lockdowns, we haven't been able to get out, and it's unfortunate because the weather has been pretty ideal to be able to get out, visit our customers and stuff like that. But has there been any travel going on?
I was able to get out again for a second round into Minnesota, so that was a good trip. It was fun because you'd pull in and people would see it, and then I would be meeting with the person, and pretty soon they're like, "Hey, where's my free hat?" or whatever. So yeah, it was good, and I think if you want us to come there, let us know, and we'll do what we can.
If you see it around, usually they have some free swag in there.
Yeah, it's filled up.
And since you've made a few runs around the more local area, but since they haven't been able to get out, they were having a little fun this week.
Let's check in with Jared.
Yeah, check in with
Jared?
Jared.
Can we just check in with Jared? I think he's on the road right now.
What's going on? This is Jared. I'm on the road right now in North Dakota in the middle of a blizzard. It's snowing pretty bad. We're on our way to fix some devices. We'll be there to help you troubleshoot and anything. I look forward to seeing you. Did we get it?
I think we got it. Hold on. Okay. I think we forgot to edit that one.
So,
No, having a little fun since we haven't been able to get out to the sites.
Yeah, and it's been like 38 degrees. Should be 38 on Sunday.
So no blizzards. We're okay with that, but once we can get back on the road, let us know. We'll be out there.
And they'll have some newer units kind of tease a little bit on my right, the very far end. I don't know if you noticed, but that's a camera. So we'll talk about that the next webinar, but that's coming very soon.
Well into development. That's installed on the Razor shotgun, doing the testing as we speak. So just tons of really awesome releases between our safety scorecards and the upcoming cameras, some of the new hardware. It's been a really exciting year. Once again, we're going to check in on some questions and see if we can't answer those. Then we'll get to the giveaway. As you can tell, we like to have fun here at Razor, but we're very serious about our product, very serious about our support, and that's where we really pride ourselves. If you're calling us and not able to get through to our support team, our account managers, we want to hear about that as well, because we pride ourselves on near instantaneous response times. We take our product very seriously, and we're human.
If you don't hear back from me, my name is Phil Steichen, so you can let Eric know about that.
And well, like I said, they have fun, but we're very serious about it. We're local. You're not going to get automated, support. Push 1 through 5 for these different options.
No funny business.
And we really want your feedback on the future of the product.
Yep.
Let's dive into a couple questions.
What is the warranty and replacement policy on devices? So all of the devices come with a standard 1-year manufacturer warranty. So I'll cover any manufacturer processes that kind of maybe not got passed through. So if also just stop tracking after like 6 months, go ahead and send that in. We'll send you a replacement, and then more than likely that's going to be covered. What's not covered is water damage. Even though Lomolettis are IP67, they still can get water ingress if you hit it with a pressure washer or put your car in the bottom of a lake. Probably not going to cover that. Or physical damage. So if an employee takes a hammer to it.
Yeah.
Or a fire.
Or a fire, yeah. So those would just be covered. But yeah, definitely take advantage of that 1-year manufacturer warranty. Will you automate the suspension process?
This is actually one that came in during our last webinar. We didn't have time to get to, but we did think it was important to address. So in summary, our intent is to make it user controlled, meaning bring it out to you so you can just go right into the system and suspend it. Right now, obviously, you have to contact support or you send a spreadsheet. Mm-hmm. We do want to make that process simpler. As far as automation, that's a pretty loaded word. It won't be automated.
But it will be definitely user controlled.
Yep, from the system. And we're looking at rolling that out coming in here in 2021. Is there any others that? Nope. We're good on questions. If you did have some, send them over to Simon or Phil, Ben. We'll reply to you directly. But if it is something that we want to make sure everybody gets their update on, we'll bring it up during the next webinar.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've been entertained by Ben's loss today.
Yeah.
Got some good information. And are prepared for Merry Christmas if you're able to get with your family or not. And
the winners can take advantage of Google Home to call those ones that can't go near.
I like your style.
It's a pretty cool, tool.
Do we got the bag? All right.
The first
Matthew
winner,
Boomsma.
Matthew Boomsma from Egtegra. And the other winner of a Google Home Max,
Gene Wendt of CHS.
perfect. Now we'll be reaching out to those individuals to make sure you get what you need. Maybe run them down in the Razor shotgun.
Yeah, I think Gene's up in Washington, so that might be a little bit of a jaunt.
Okay.
well, yeah, you just got to take a picture of yourself and send it to us because we want to see you with it.
Yeah, we
So,
can maybe cut a deal there.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. And then Matthew is out of Mitchell?
Woonsocket.
Woonsocket. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. It's been another fun 32, well, counting the games, 37 minutes. Once again, this will get posted to our YouTube channel, so if you wanted to review any of this, share it with any of your coworkers, friends, other companies, reach out to us at
833-GO-RAZOR.
or
ben.larson@razortracking.com.
and we would be happy to help. Any ideas for future webinars? Let us know, and thank you.
Yeah, have a
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.